From Michigan, the Wolverines will be at Rutgers this weekend. Angelique Chengelis covers Michigan for the Detroit News, and she joins us now. Angelique, the biggest piece of news coming out of Ann Arbor this week hasn't necessarily been great. Grant Newsome, the left tackle, lost with a knee injury for the year. Give us a sense for the options there replacing him.
Oh, yeah, there's not a lot of options. I mean, Jawan Bushell-Beatty, who came in for Grant last week, is more than likely going to start at left tackle, at least at Rutgers this weekend, Dave. And behind that, I mean, Mason Cole, who's Michigan's starting center now, who started at left tackle the last two seasons, he's been rotating with Jawan in practice this week, but I really don't think they want to go that route.
Angelique, looking back at the Wisconsin game, the defense was fantastic. It was the first time all year, though, that the offense was held in check. Are there concerns coming out of that game, or do you just kind of chalk it up to, well, Wisconsin's really good on D, too?
Well, I mean, they are really good on defense. And Michigan, I mean, talking to Judd Fish today, they felt good about how they moved the ball. They did not feel good about how they moved the ball in the red zone and of course, missing out on potentially 9 points on field goals. But overall, they felt pretty good about Wilton Spate's decision-making. Their throws, of course, he wanted back and spoke to him earlier in the week about that. But he's feeling very comfortable. They feel very comfortable with the game plan, and they just felt like they went up against a very good defense. And so going forward, I don't think there's any sense of panic here, Dave.
Is this defense, the Michigan defense, better than last year in your mind, Angelique?
Yes, absolutely. And I think that, you know, finally they have all the pieces back in place. I mean, Taco Charlton's back from injury. Brian Monet is back. Jordan Lewis is back. And obviously they lost Jeremy Clark 2 weeks ago to a knee injury and lost him for the season. But with that exception, they've got everybody healthy now. And I think that we are going to start seeing this defense churning the way that Don Brown wants it to. And they call him Dr. Blitz. I mean, I can just imagine him tinkering with all the different position options he has now and rotating on the defensive line. But yes, I think, you know, Jabril Peppers is seasoned another year. Jordan Lewis looks like he hasn't lost a step after missing 3 games. And I think Channing's tripling. I mean, he had 2 picks last week, and he's really kind of coming into his own now. So I think, generally speaking, this is a very improved defense, and linebacker, I think, is definitely better as a whole than it was last year.
Angelique Chengelis from the Detroit News. Thanks, Angelique.
Thank you, Dave.